Good evening, everyone. My name is Paul Atkinson, and I'm so delighted to be here. My first year with the ICF, and it's been a wonderful journey so far. I like to start by saying learning occurs when our options increase. And one of the reasons why I say that is because as we go through life and we learn different things and we see different ways how to do things, it helps us. The realtor, let's talk about the realtor. And that's somewhat of my specialty. Are you aware that in the real estate industry, it is an industry where over 65% of the actual realtors fail? So can you imagine a population where you go to study and 65% actually fail? Not only that, but the real estate brokers, they experience where 20% of their population, so every 100 people you have, you could expect only about 20 that would produce. So why is that? Why do the realtors fail? Is it because of lack of training? Or is it because perhaps lack of motivation? Maybe it's lack of drive. Maybe it's lack of self-restoration. Well, in 2016, we had actually launched and implement a program within a real estate brokerage firm that would allow us to start professional coaching. And so we did. The results, astonishing. They were impactful. They were the birth of self-restoration within, how to coach themselves. And as we continue to do that, we wanted to also share with the awareness of the ICF. What is the ICF? We also wanted to let these realtors know that there are a group of body of people that is here to help us in a professional way how to distinguish between non-credited and actually accredited coaching. So as we move forward in that direction, the acknowledgement of this was tremendous, and value was found by most realtors. We began to do a weekly training process, 60 minutes each week. And this allowed each of the realtors to have the ability to get involved in coaching. And it started to work. And more importantly, they started becoming very interested in coaching. And not only that, but they discovered things within themselves that helped to gain their upper hand in their business, working with their buyers and working with their sellers. So it was quite a number of realtors that experienced this opportunity. And as we continue to forge forward, coaching these realtors, which is a big epidemic, you have 65% of these people that are failing. We are discovering that there are creativity that's being discovered within the realtors, how to present a property, how to present themselves to a buyer, being creative when these things come about. Self-restoration. What happens when they go and they knock on that door and someone says, no, you're not listening with me today? How do you self-restore that? So these are some of the things that we've discovered and we're implementing, and it's working. So recognition of their power within also. When they discover this, they start to be more productive. We have an increase in production. We have also more happiness, more balance in our life. I like to call it the nuclear mind. I served 14 years in the U.S. Navy, and when you discover having a nuclear mind and how powerful you can become, how self-sustaining, how self-rejuvenating you can become, you could sail forever. So we work at that. Performance can change with coaching, and we're here to support that in an industry where it's really, really needed. And so as we move forward in coaching these realtors and helping them to recognize the growth and the strength within them to have the ability to perform in the most impeccable way, which I like to say top producers, is what we should all strive for. I urge every one of us as a coach to consider that as you're working in your own specialties, think about the other realtors as well that you may come about. There's a big need for it. So new ways of thinking is what we should all do in whatever we offer. And as we recognize these realtors that I'm so proud of them, that actually have achieved in the last year from coaching, it's actually working. And it's just phenomenal. We're grateful for the opportunity to be a part of the ICF as well. And in closing, one of the things that I'd like to say is that professional coaching, it is impactful. It truly is. Not only that, but the awareness is needed, because when we are out in society, not many people know the difference between coaching professionally and really non-coaching in a way where they're uncredited. My name, again, is Paul Atkinson, and I'm with Positive Mental Attitudes, and I thank you very much. And as we move on to the year, let's keep going. Thank you.